You are my... You.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pimp Daddy Podcast.
Pimp Daddy Podcast.
Yes, my name is Jake from State Farm Paul, and with me is my boy Brad Rickert with a hard R.
Barack Obama is here, and he's here to say.
It does sound like him a little bit. Yeah.
Sure, she might have been a man. The man, he might have filleted me.
Yeah.
He might have done it for his country. I might have forced him with a gun.
Yeah.
But everyone was happy in the end.
Well, and then he went swimming and somehow drowned in 2 feet of water.
In the words of a boogie with a hoodie, I'm drowning.
I'm drowning, baby.
All right. Yeah. Welcome back to the Pimp Daddy Pod. Yeah, dude. Summer just kind of slipped by.
Yo, summer was good for me. June, I had a lot of shows. July, I did some vacationing, and I had a lot of less shows, but I needed the break because I'm writing like 2 new jokes. August, we're going.
And that's going to take months.
It will.
It will.
For me, it will, bro. Are you out of your mind? It definitely will, because I like them to be funny.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, I don't like jokes that aren't funny. But we're going on the road.
That's true.
We're going on the road.
We
already have been done back from the road.
We're getting on the road a lot, actually, because after this comes out, we'll have gone to we're getting pictures on the side. Okay. When this is out, we'll have gone to Buffalo and Pittsburgh, and then I would say in about a month when this comes out, we have
already been back.
Well, we have Chicago coming up.
And then we're going to Chicago
in mid-October. We have a show, October 17th. I want to say it's a Friday night, and we're doing our live podcast out in Chicago.
Woo-wee! Gonna have fun, baby, strippers and Miller Lite.
If you're in the Midwest and you want to come see us, so we're gonna fucking do it, and then we're gonna do some other gigs while we're out there. It should be pretty fun.
Yeah, if anybody's in Chi-Town and listens to me from other, platforms, and they come here from other platforms to see me, come out and see me in Chicago. If you're a
Midwest lesbian.
Or Midwest. My fans are mostly straight, white, black, and Hispanic men. Maybe 1 or 2 Asians here and there. But, straight guys, come on out. Bring your girls.
The lesbians aren't latching on?
I just don't think I talk about lesbian stuff enough for me to clip it up, and my comedy's very lesbian based. That's why I got
it really is
26 shows in June because of Pride, and then I don't get booked a lot in Brooklyn because I'm not woke or whatever. But I did get booked a lot in Brooklyn from these people, and a lot of them were trying me out to see is she a homophobic lesbian, And
the answer is yes.
Obviously, in the words of Renee Rapp, the older you get, the more homophobic you become.
Oh, very astute.
But, no,
well, you just become more phobic at anything. You just get more scared, scared of the gays, they're scared of the straights.
Exactly.
Scared of sex in general. You might have a heart attack.
Scared of the gays, scared of straights, scared of snakes.
Snakes, sparklers.
Yeah.
Who's it, what's it?
But they liked me, and they said they would book me on their other shows, in the future. So that was nice to be able to have the young Brooklyn gays like me.
Everyone loves you, Sheri.
No, I really wanted their approval,
But why?
Because okay.
Are you one of those people that needs everyone to like you?
No. But when it comes to my community and my art form, I don't want anyone thinking in my community in the art form of stand-up comedy that I don't like them.
Oh, you don't want to be considered a hateful.
Yeah, if I'm making fun of you because you're a fag or because you're trans or whatever, I'm not wholeheartedly for real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except you kind of are. But other than that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've had sex with trans people. Have you? Have you?
I've gotten my DS'd on accident.
I got
my Nintendo DS'd. Have I ever told you this story?
No.
Dick sucked? We're trying to keep it under 10 minutes.
He's going to have to bleep that.
Yeah. No, I was, okay, so here's what happened, all right?
What had happened was...
because I was in my early 20s, something like that, back in Chicago, and I got this like message on this dating app or whatever, you know, and it was like the pictures were all artsy and weird, you know, real skinny, probably anorexic, like that skinny type of shit.
Okay, like Ethiopia.
Yeah, but like, but not Ethiopian.
Send 10 cents a day, and this could feed a starving child.
So I'm like, all right, we can go out. We'll go to the movies. We'll go to dinner. You know, I was just, you know, in my early 20s, so I wasn't like, you know, I was a nice young man. I wasn't like going out with people, you know, whatever. The pictures didn't show really what was going on. They seemed a little fake. I got there. I was like, oh God, here we go. So then,
you're like, oh God, she definitely reads poetry.
I was like, let's go to dinner first, all right? Not like a fancy dinner, just like let's go to a diner, hang out at a diner, and then go to the movies, all right? So we go to the diner. An adult person. Okay, all right.
An adult.
What's a normal thing to get at dinner before going to the movies?
You know, just maybe you could get a grilled cheese and soup.
Sure, that's an option.
You know, maybe you could.
What would you order?
Have a steak salad.
Sure.
A little steak salad.
A little protein to keep you strong.
Yeah.
A little greens to keep you light.
Salad, maybe a little red wine. A little loosey goosey, but not too drunk because I don't want to be a whore. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
They ordered. This is like 8:00 at night. They ordered pancakes. An actual piece of cake. And a milkshake.
Oh, they were sugared out.
They were just sugaring. Okay.
They were sugared out.
Great.
They were heroin
I was like,
addicts.
this is quirky.
They like breakfast for dinner.
And it's a lot of sugar. Great. Cool. All right. So dinner's over. We're going to go to this movie or whatever. They're like, hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Goes to the bathroom 20 minutes later.
Oh, wow.
Yo, I'm poor. I work at Jimmy John's. I'm delivering sandwiches. You're just throwing up that $35 I spent on you.
That Jimmy John on that moped.
Then we went and saw John Wick 2, and they sucked my dick.
In the movie theater?
No.
Okay.
I think in a car.
A John Wick.
I think in a car. And then it didn't really hit me until later what was going on.
That they had an Adam's apple?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't see the Adam's apple at dinner?
Well, because I was most definitely in my early 20s probably trying to fuck. You know what I mean?
And you didn't want to see it.
And this person...
Or you didn't even think of it back then. Right now it's so trendy and everybody's trans. You got to,
like 12, 13 years ago. So
figure it out.
I'd say there's an 80% chance I got head from a dude.
All right. Well, you're definitely welcome in my community.
Thanks so much.
You know, I accept you, and there's no judging.
And John Wick is a great movie. Let me just say.
I love John Wick.
All that for a cat or a dog?
A dog, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
Dog.
I wasn't really paying
Killed
attention. I was getting head from a tree.
Burned his house down, killed his dog.
All right.
Yeah, I love John Wick.
Fucked up. How about you?
Life is life, bro. Did you hear? Well, we don't know when this is out a month from now, but I will say about approximately 4 or 5 hours ago, I'm reading about the Supreme Court. There is a case to actually have a possibility of overturning, overturning gay marriage.
That ain't gonna happen. You think it's gonna happen?
Not married.
Well, no. So
you can't have an affair if you're not married anymore.
Hey, I was never.
That's a good question. Yeah, that's
can't
a very
get a
good
divorce
question.
if you're not married. Can't take my money. Half of it.
Yeah. So what would that mean? No one new can get married, or your
That's
marriage
what we don't
just
know
becomes
yet.
fake.
So there's this lady. I believe her name is Kim Davis. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But she was a clerk in Kentucky, the type of clerk that actually signed the marriage licenses and gave them out. She was like the one who signed it, and she would not sign gay couples' marriage license. She then got sent to jail for 6 days because of it and fined like $100,000 or whatever. So then she got a lawyer, and then this lawyer, blew it up, and now the Supreme Court is looking to overturn it. And this lady, if you look her up, the lady whose case it'll be Davis versus whatever the case will be. She either looks Amish or like a lesbian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she looks really gay looking.
So you think she's doing some self-loathing stuff?
Yeah, she's definitely like internalizing her own homophobia. For sure got a big old bush down there that she probably hasn't trimmed since the 70s.
Well, yeah, that's Kentucky. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you're on all that whiskey, you don't really need that. You just go through the bushes.
God damn.
That's crazy. I mean, it just seems like we've made so much progress in the last 20 years.
Well, they overturned abortion. Roe versus Wade. They
did do that on a state-by-state basis a little bit, yeah.
Well, so what I think they'll do is leave it up to the states. They're going to say it's unconstitutional to make everybody have it, just like they did with Roe v. Wade. I don't mean to bring it down and whatever, but like, come on, man.
I'm just thinking, I mean, yeah, that is super fucked up. And I'm thinking about, like, realistically, if it could actually happen. And
well, when they started talking about the abortion thing, I was like, there's no way they're going to do that. There's no way they're going to do that. Yeah. And then they fucking did it, man.
It seems like we're making a lot of regression right now.
It is regression.
It's hard to say what the future holds long term, you know.
I mean, Dean Cain is out here volunteering for ICE, the Superman.
Could you imagine?
Superman is Lois Lane's boy, you know. Clark fucking Kent is out here volunteering for ICE, and his legal name is like George Dean Tanaka. He's half Japanese.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's half Japanese and like half French Canadian or something. I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think we let a Superman be Japanese after what they did to us. After Pearl Harbor, we let a Japanese man be Superman? That was our mistake.
That is true.
That's super true.
He kind of does
that. Yeah, the ICE recruitment's getting crazy now. They're offering so much money.
What is happening? I feel like the world is ending.
Any other training, just $150K to start. Just, you know, and think about it. Think about it from like these immigrants' point of view. You know, you come over to America and you're like, they're
fleeing a country that they can't survive in 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, and maybe they've only seen like the United States in like TV and movies. Like maybe they grew up watching Superman dubbed.
Exactly, and then they got Dean Cain chasing them.
They're like, Superman.
Yeah. And then they're just like,
oh, Superman, bad man.
Oh, Superman, that home means something different.
Oh, man. That would be crazy.
Wow, bro. Just fucking Superman chasing after you in his little park ranger outfit.
Imagine getting thrown in the back of a van by a fucking aging Hollywood star.
He's so, like, fat and, like, just, like, bloated right now. It looks like a beach, I don't know, like a whale that just, like, blew up. And now I can see he's Asian more because he's fat, and like you can't really see his eyes even more because he's fat, you know.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do out here? I hope they don't overturn the gay thing. The gay marriage sucks for the youngins, for Gen Z that want to get married.
Marriage is really kind of weird anyway in the first place. Not that that's the conversation
I think we just did it because we just wanted to be like included.
You wanted to be viewed as a person. Plus, there's tax benefits and there's all these other things. So I totally get it. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like my wife pays her student loans, but because we're married, it was like cut in half or something.
Oh, nice.
Like I don't know the tax benefits.
That's
but
what's up.
Yeah, you definitely get. There's a lot of, what do they call it? Lavender marriage. Have you heard of this? A lavender marriage. It's basically like a gay guy and a gay girl. Oh,
doing it for the benefits?
Right.
Yeah.
Smart.
As you should.
Genius. Why didn't we think of that?
You know who did think of that? Adam Sandler in the movie I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, which is a great film, a heartwarming tale about two very straight men, you know,
alpha
that have to be surrounded by Jessica Biel in her prime. Oh.
And even now, Jessica Biel can get a cop of feel on a Jessica Biel.
Look, here's the thing about a Jessica Biel prime. Jessica Biel's prime is a lot like LeBron's prime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking about a 20-year run.
Amen.
Just goated, you know, just like
non-stop.
Just greatness.
Yeah.
Just at the top of their field. Put so much work into their body. And
imagine being married to Justin Timberlake.
Oh, poor Justin Timberlake.
Maybe she's a closeted lesbian, and that's why she's with him, because...
I mean, that is in sync. Yeah. Did I see Seventh Heaven?
Oh, exactly. Yeah. I was just going to say that. She's very presenting as gay, queer-ish in Seventh Heaven. Yeah. We didn't have, we had, queer characters. Who said it? I think Jinx Monsoon, which is a very RuPaul Drag Race. She's also, I don't know what they identify as, but so I'll say they. They also are in Oh Mary, the play, starring now. They basically said growing up, we didn't have any. When you say queer icon now, you're talking about an actual queer person,
right? And
we didn't have an actual queer idols or queer icons back then, so we would refer to queer people like Bette Midler, Jessica Biel. Stuff like that.
And then also the straight icons back in the day were probably gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Rock Hudson,
Dolly Parton was a big one. She's probably
the
not
fucking
gay.
dad
but
from Brady Bunch was like, hey, I
even
have all
Alice.
these
Look
kids.
at Alice from Brady Bunch.
Dude,
She's
I thought
pretty
you were
gay.
Alice first time I met you.
Hey, the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. No, they're like, oh, here's a straight laced dad, and meanwhile he's on the side getting AIDS.
Oh,
you know,
for sure, not taking PrEP.
Oh, definitely
There
not.
was
They
no
didn't
PrEP.
have that shit back then.
Yeah, it's
Because he died early, right? Oh no, he died in the 90s. I think.
but still,
yeah.
early-ish.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I
super
mean,
sad. I'm so glad that stuff's like not as much of an issue
it's
now.
eradicated now. Gays is out here ucking the way they're supposed to ucking. You know what I mean? They're out here. We 10 minutes in.
Oh yeah, you can say whatever you want. Yeah,
they're pounding it out the way.
10 minutes.
It's just like a YouTube thing.
They won't like
If you
push it.
if you say too much too early and you kind of go at like the F word and like the all
gotta bleep
the
it.
dirty speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're already really famous, then. Did you see this?
Well, it still can get demonetized.
I don't know if you want to cut this out, but did you see the clip of Kim Condon talking to Big J Okerson about how?
No, let's talk about it. Let's put this on wax, and I am very interested in this. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's kind of give them a complete rundown so the listeners are sped up.
Okay, so Kim Condon is a female comedian.
Very funny, great writer.
A very good joke writer. She
writes a lot of roast stuff.
She
contributes to a lot of Netflix stuff.
Absolutely, very brilliant joke writer. Roast battle legend. I look up to her. I think she's hilarious. I hope to meet her one day, and I definitely will hit on her inappropriately and make her feel uncomfortable. But
which is the only way to compliment a woman.
exactly, and then eventually maybe we'll be friends, maybe we won't. But Big J, he's a part of Legion of Skanks. Skankfest, also a very good crowd work and comedian and roaster, and the list goes on.
Podcaster.
On a
all that
podcast.
stuff. Yeah, he's well-rounded. He's been around forever.
Kim Condon, there's a clip saying that she wrote some jokes for a very well-known, famous Netflix special female comedian, and they never paid her. They owe her like
over 10K, right?
Like 10K or more, and like she's emailing her back professionally, and then the female comedian emails her back and drops a name of a lawyer basically, and is like, I will tell Netflix lawyer da to not work with you because you're very hard to work with if you keep asking me for this money
that you were owed.
That you were contractually like liable for that. So Big J writes on a piece of paper 3 names, and he says, who does he say? He says Amy Schumer, Nikki Glaser, and I forget the third one.
And it wasn't any of them.
And it wasn't any of those 3. And
Right.
so then he writes another name, and she's like, yeah, that's definitely her. There's speculation that it's either Hannah.
You really want to do this? Do you want to do this? All right, you do it. Go for it. You go for it.
I don't know who it is, but it's speculation. It's in the comments, and it's
Yeah.
either one of those. I don't know either of those girls. Hannah Berner, she seems like the kind of girl that would make fun of me in high school. Like she seems like a cheerleader girl that would definitely bully me and make fun of me in high school, and we wouldn't get along, but maybe we would get along now if I had clout. Other than that, she ain't fucking with me.
Interesting.
The other Glazer girl, I don't know. I like her. That's all.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
That's all.
I think
What's your take?
Well, we're kind of going through like this point right now where we kind of touched on it. It feels like everything's burning. It's been feeling like everything's burning for a long time.
Yeah.
But I have never seen so much comedian on comedian hate and wrongdoing to each other than I am right now. Like we got Mark Maron on a big press tour talking shit about Theo, talking shit about Rogan,
the Rogan sphere,
which is also, fair criticism to an extent, but I just grew up in an era of comedy where you don't go at other comedians.
You had each other's back.
Yeah.
Right? No
And
matter what.
Owing someone money is totally different too, and I get that, and I would be pissed if I was her. And I think it's brave to even talk about it. Like I'm nervous to even talk about it as like a peripheral, not involved person, because we do exist in these worlds.
Now that I think about it, I don't think it's Alana Glazer. I think it's the other one.
No, it's not. Yeah,
It's the blonde girl.
Which
I only seen like a few of her clips, so I don't even know. It's not Glazer. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
I got it's the same name, but same name. But
let's not even like dive.
Who cares?
Let's not dive into who it is because
I care. Because you know what? Because bitches, we need to support each other as women.
Agreed.
We need to support each other. Like, yes, she might owe you money, and it sucks. And it's like, look, pay the girl, man. Number one, pay her what she owes. Kim is a G, bro. Kim is a G, man.
And
like,
she's
pay the
insulated
girl.
and smart and in the industry enough to where I think that this will probably work out better for her.
Yeah, it makes her look even more like a G.
And I think, yeah, I mean, how much money would it take for you to go at someone publicly, personally?
$500. I'm coming at you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, like, if you do a show and
you know that there's something.
No, I know.
I'm coming for you.
But yeah, it's a ruthless industry where people are just trying to take advantage of each other. And you know, you got to be firm about your stuff and all that shit because, you know, especially when people are profiting majorly from it. Because, you know, writing for a Netflix special or not writing for a Netflix appearance isn't just the money you get from that directly. That shows in your ticket sales. That shows in your follows. That shows in your content getting picked up even more. So if you have a successful, like, you know, thing that someone contributed to,
yeah,
it's
like somebody called me
like
Andrew,
that exact
like Andrew Dyke Clay, and I Venmoed him $20 right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Andrew Dyke Clay, and I've never used it yet because Gen Z has no idea who that is, but an older crowd would get it, and I probably should. Brad has given me some punchlines, and like I'll treat him to, you know, weed or a beer. I always take care of him. Like,
but come
on, bro.
Yeah, it's
like,
a little different because we're homies like that
but
too.
Still take care of your people.
You're supposed to,
take care of your people. And if you're contractually obligated to pay the girl $10,000, pay her. And I do hope it's that one girl because fucking sorry.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's fucked up.
But anyway,
it's just, especially when we're all fighting for whatever now. I mean, the thing is with stand-up is it's so oversaturated at this point. It's been oversaturated.
Yeah.
Podcasts are oversaturated. Netflix is oversaturated. There's just like specials all the time.
Exactly.
So I understand not having as much money as maybe it appears.
Right.
But if you agree to something, you have to do it. You know, like you have, if you agree to a situation, you got to do it. You just,
and then try to blackball her and threaten her by saying like, I'm gonna tell Netflix not to work with you because you're hard to work with. And I'm like, yo,
what do you think about Marin's stuff? I think we touched on this briefly on another episode, but I think it's kind of in the same vein of this conversation. You know,
I mean, the only education I really get is from listening to Joe Rogan. I mean,
that actually checks out.
Joe Rogan is like, he's my Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh my God.
He reminds me,
like you going around in the 80s and instead of trying to sell like an encyclopedia set, you're just selling someone a little Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan podcast archive.
Oh my God.
No, I'm kidding. I stopped listening to Joe Rogan's podcast when Anthony Jeselnik made the joke like, I like Rogan as a person. I think he's a great guy. But if you listen to his podcast, you're a fucking idiot. And then I was like, yeah, he's probably right. But I listened to Rogan.
But like in what level though? Because half of them are entertainment and half of them are supposed to be informational, but they're all supposed to be.
But it's like his opinion is chimed in, and then sometimes he's wrong about stuff that is like factually like not true.
Sure.
And now he apparently had a private dinner with Trump and was like, "Listen, man, like I voted for some stuff, but like I didn't vote for like you to do this to the immigrants and the hardworking farmers." And it's like, like, you know,
does he not get any points for having that conversation with him to have access to him? Like, don't we need people that have access to him?
No, I agree.
To have those conversations with him.
And he now he's backpedaling on it, and I agree and I understand. But Mark Maron, my favorite quote from him was like, "Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I'm me to judge."
Yeah.
Because I think my opinion doesn't mean shit in the grand scheme of things, but Mark Maron's like,
and I think that's a healthy approach to have to having an opinion.
It means a lot, I think.
Oh, Mark Maron's opinion?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Well, I mean, I just think it's...
I think so.
I just think it's sad for an elder statesman that's been around and made his whole career off of, I used to be an asshole, now let me apologize and have the conversation.
Okay, yeah.
Then going at a bunch of people as soon as he's done making his money off of being vulnerable and having that conversation. I actually think that's super hypocritical.
It's a bitch move.
And I don't disagree that, you know, maybe
But change has to happen, right? Like, it's a big ship that we're on, right, Brad? We're on a huge fucking ship.
Okay, but why isn't Kamala Harris going on Theo Vaughn's podcast? Why isn't she going on Rogan?
Because she can't speak correctly.
Well, then why are we putting her in a position to be the one that's ran against? I don't think it's a Republican versus Democratic issue. I think it's more of a government versus the people issue.
It 100% is now, yeah.
So I'm tired of this fucking left versus right bullshit over and over again. It's a class war.
It is.
And people that aren't recognizing that it's a class war are missing the entire fucking point.
They're missing the point 110%.
And they're going to keep doing this shit with the gay marriage and the abortion and all this stuff to get us fighting with each other. When really they don't give a fuck about that. They're just trying to make sure they can still be fucking pedophiles.
They can be pedophiles and they can make billions off of billions off of billions off of billions off of people.
So I don't like this back and forth, especially in comedy, because comedy is supposed to be like whatever. Like there's so many comics I don't like. I'll shit talk comics behind closed doors and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, me too.
But I ain't gonna come on this podcast and be like, this motherfucker did me wrong, and or I
don't think
even if it's personal, I think Kim did the right thing because she was owed money, and I think that's the only way to really handle that.
And I like the way that they guessed with the thing, and that was smart.
But just in general, I don't like Marin going at Theo and Joe, not because they can't handle it, but because I think there's a better way to do that.
But I feel like he's also. It sounds like he's on like a rampage because this wasn't the same podcast that he was talking about it. He was talking about it on another podcast too. He's been on like a media.
It's just his
trend.
material, his fucking whole spiel.
In his special, he made fun of it.
Yeah, and I thought it was a funny bit. That's like where I'll give the bit it's funny, it's accurate. But you
should never in a special make fun of another comedian in your material, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, whatever. Let's bring our girl on.
Yeah. Hell yeah, let's bring her on. Come on in, Rachel Kenaston.
We love her. She's our long-standing recurring guest. We love her. She's basically our third mic. We wish she was our third mic.
I feel like this is going to be our end of summer episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How you been, baby?
Oh, what did you say? It's the end of everything and everything's
end of the world.
And
yeah, it feels like
that.
It does feel like that.
Brad was talking earlier about how it's like doom scrolling, but I think it's like days of doom days, bro. It's doom scrolling.
Fucking,
we bring the doom. Yeah.
We bring the boom.
Today was when Trump put the military in DC.
Yes,
it was like martial law.
Martial law.
We've been waiting because they did it in LA. And this is what I'm excited for, is like when they do it in New York, you know?
It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Or Chicago. Like, good luck.
Either one.
Like homeless people in DC, like,
it's a
good
wrap.
luck in New York.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe that's more just like a personal preference for him. He's just trying to clean up his front yard.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean?
That's true.
Not that that's like the way to look at it, but I mean, DC's fucked up. I went on a DC rant.
I lived in DC for a few months.
No one lives in the city.
I lived in Southeast DC. No, I lived there. It was crazy.
People have places there. They have apartments there because they're there half of the year, and then they get the fuck out as much as they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baltimore too, but it's dirty.
Traffic is fucking terrible.
The homeless problem is super bad in DC though, because they're not homeless. They're homeless and they're actively it's like Kensington and Philly or whatever.
Well, yeah, they're like
half bent over.
Fentanyl. Yeah. They got that fentanyl.
Yeah,
lean.
they got that fentanyl. Lean.
And they're mean homeless people, especially in Philly. Like here, if you say I don't have $1 for
not when they're leaning.
Oh, that too.
Can't be mean when you gotta lean.
You got that. They ain't mean on that lean, baby.
You ever fucked a homeless guy?
It
seems like something you do. No offense.
Or some they would look homeless. Maybe
I spent exactly one night at Occupy Wall Street.
Okay.
You fucked a van life guy.
And I blacked out, and I apparently was like interviewing people around the camp being annoying.
I could see that. That's why I love Rachel.
And then
I blacked out at Occupy Wall Street.
I woke up in a sleeping bag with a guy named Smelly, and.
That's not real. That's not real.
No, this is absolutely real. And he tried to sell me a quarter, like an old quarter, because he was...
A quarter of weed?
No, a quarter.
No, like a valuable
US.
coin.
Like 25 cents? Bitch, what
It was like a really rare quarter, and that was how he was going to like pay to go visit his family somewhere or something.
Used. You know what I mean?
Used.
Oh,
So,
20.
20s?
Yeah. Or fives. No,
20s?
fives.
Who's on the 20?
Do you ever work the register?
Andrew Jackson.
Yeah, AJ. What do you say?
AJ.
Although ones are the underbelly.
That's what I think. Yeah, I think I would put 1, 20, 5, 10, 2, whatever the fuck.
This is like the most autistic conversation I've ever had.
Well, that's how we are.
Quarter, penny,
US
dime,
dollar.
nickel.
Yeah, baby.
Stamps.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
This is my train set.
This is my,
Rude. How dare
my
you?
train set.
How dare you call me out?
Choo choo.
No, I feel like fives are they're fun.
I don't get a lot of fives.
I never have cash. I learned
got
today.
cash on me, but
75% of Americans are in debt.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
3 out of 4, like that's negative money.
Yeah, so there's 4 people in this room, 3 of us, and then 1 producer.
Yeah, I'm in
All
debt.
3 of us
we're
are
all
in
debt,
debt.
right?
I'm
you
in
got a real
debt.
job.
I mean,
I'm in debt for sure, but I'm not in debt to the point where like I'm bankrupt yet.
at this point, actually, the only debt I have is student loans, which I feel pretty good about.
So we just have to like hope that your producer is not in debt. Right?
Everyone's in debt.
Everyone's
That's how it
in
works.
debt somehow. Credit.
That's how they get you.
You know.
That's the craziest thing to me is how they get people with student loans as soon as they're able to. They're like, the government looks at like humans like you remember when they used to have like the Mary Kate and Ashley like countdown till they're 18.
Ew.
So that's what the government's
that's
doing with
true.
us. They're like, let's get them those student loans. Let's have them owe us for life. You know what I mean?
And that's what they did with the credit card companies when I was in college, when I was supposed to be in college. They had like Capital One and Chase set up like booths outside, and they're like,
first day.
sign up for
We'll
a
give
credit
you a
card.
visor.
We'll give you $300, and then they just up at $1,000, up at $5,000, and then you can't pay it.
Yeah.
And then you're paying that $5,000 for 20 years.
No, mine would do that. I had a credit card, and if it got to like $1,200, they'd be like, "Oh, we raised your limit
To $3,000.
$2,000."
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, "I can't pay the $1,200. Like, I
Right.
didn't ask for that.
We're
I don't
gonna
want that."
get you
Yeah.
later at 35% interest.
Yeah.
That's how
And
they
we
get
are
you.
all like technically millennials, you know, so we really have gotten hit with multiple financial crises.
100%, yeah.
Boomers who were controlling the market when we were children are still controlling the market now. You know, when
can't
we're
wait till
growing
they
up,
die
It
off,
was
man.
40s, 50s, 60s controlling the market. Now they're 70, 80, 90 still controlling the market.
Yeah, they gotta die
And
off.
they own all the property. They bought up all the property, not only for themselves, but just to own, and they
100%.
gorgeous from rent.
Yeah.
And the question is, do you try to fight back or do you give up? You know?
I was
kinda-
thinking in the future, I was like, I want to get a van, you know,
You
do the
would.
van life. But
You look like you
But
would
the
live in a
thing is,
van.
it's
You
like-
look like you live in a van.
well, because
respectfully,
once rent is like, once everyone loses our jobs to AI and whatever, rent
Ooh,
is
sad.
unaffordable. So I was like, all right, I don't want to live with my parents. Like they just
Right.
moved to North Carolina.
I can't
I'm
live
not
with
into
my
that.
parents. I just can't. do
Yeah,
it.
and I was like, I could live in a van, but I think that oil is going to be insanely expensive.
Yeah,
So I was like, you just
true.
want to have a van stuck somewhere? Like, you
Yeah.
might as
That's
well
called a
build hut.
trailer, my love.
Yeah, that's not even a trailer. That's like a
Yeah.
tiny portable mini
That's
trailer.
yeah, that's true.
we might have a unique
true.
advantage
Single
because if things happen quick enough, you know, like that's the question: are we going to be too old by the time things change?
Well, did you
Yeah.
also hear about this planet that's coming in like 2027?
No.
There's a new planet.
Oh, I love that.
So it's the size of like
Breath of fresh air.
an asteroid?
it's I don't know, but they say it's the size of like Texas or something, and it's on its way. And they said it will get here between like 2026 and 2027 or whatever. And if it hits Earth, like we're done.
that could be nice.
that
You
seems
didn't hear about this?
that seems
You ever
manageable.
hear like the alien stuff and you're like,
True.
oh god, I hope they make it. Like,
Yeah, at this point, it's just like fuck it.
yeah.
Like honestly, that's how I feel.
But we're just so powerless, like you were saying, as individuals compared to the system and companies. and all that.
100%.
Like,
But
I've
part
been
of it's-
working my whole life and I'm still fucking struggling. Like we're
Yeah.
supposed to be a wealthy country.
And you're so creative
Right.
and so smart too. So you think you'd be able to use that
Yeah.
logistically to make a profit, and like it's like you can't.
Well, I could
know?
actually, but I refuse to.
You know, you're not
It's
selling
like
out.
poverty by choice. I think it's more like ADHD, like interest-based brain. I truly can't do it.
Right. Makes sense.
But I absolutely could have a comfortable living, but I don't want to. Like,
that's
people
what I
always,
did.
like,
I sold out to
get
the
a better
man.
job.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want a better job.
Yeah.
I want to be able to live and do the things that I feel like I'm called to do. You
Right.
know,
Right.
And you can't. Like, if
No,
you wanna be
I'm
a
doing that
teacher,
now,
you're
and
gonna be
I
fucking
am
hungry.
pulled and treated. I'm like, I'm gonna post on social media tomorrow. I'm gonna post on my TikTok. I'm gonna post on my story, and then I'm like exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm in a plaid shirt because I'm at work, and I'm definitely not posting anything in a plaid shirt.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
gotcha.
it's like, what are you gonna do? You know, I feel you. Like it's hard. It is. You're right. I sold out to the man, and you're right. Creatively, I am like stunted because of it.
Well, it steals your time and energy. Like,
So much time.
but also trading your
much
creativity for money is almost more tiring. It's like I'd rather be a parking attendant, like reading or
doing
something
something
shit.
mindless. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Low
like
level.
using your creativity to do marketing for some company. I hate that. That sounds
I
terrible.
see what you're saying.
If it can be low effort. See, that's the thing.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
like
true.
I don't know. I feel like maybe there's a chance if things advance quick enough. Like, say, really, AI does take out all these jobs within the next 10 years, let's say.
It's fucking 3 years.
Well, but I'm saying it, like...
In general,
right.
altogether done.
Yeah, 10 years, right? And then there's a level of UBI that does come in, Universal Basic Income. Say that does happen. We are already built to, like, know how to work.
Right.
So, on top of that, like we might have a unique advantage because our work ethic is already instilled from a different time.
Yeah.
True.
You know, and that's just me trying to be hopeful about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, it's really going to come down to timing and at what level the government tries to control us or whatever. Because, I mean, they're obviously, you know.
They're controlling us already.
Up to their shenanigans.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, yeah, the phone really came in and just hijacked everything.
Oh my God, it
Yeah.
destroyed my brain.
Everything.
It just incepted.
How about we all look on our phone and see the average time we spend
Oh, our screen time?
on our screen
mine's
time?
up
Yeah.
Mine's worse than both yours, for
Really?
sure. Well, yeah,
Why?
because I'm editing all the
I'm-
time.
Well, sometimes I'll
and-
listen to something too.
I'm
But
listening
that's
to
not screen
podcasts.
time.
Does it not count?
No.
If I'm listening to something on YouTube.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it's an
counts
app.
because it
If the
says I
screen's
spend
up, I
9
think.
hours a day on
Yeah.
the phone. I spend 9 hours
really?
a day.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'll do like fucking meditations on there. And
Yeah.
that should count as screen time.
Yeah.
Do you think that works, the meditation? In general, you think meditation works?
Yeah, I think so. I am struggling. So you've dealt with addiction.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think
People that go sober can be really annoying.
yeah.
You don't
Have you not
say.
noticed that? I got a lot of friends that were like big partiers in their 20s and now they're sober, and I'm just like, ugh. It's like being friends with Christians that are always trying to like
Recruit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that is, especially if they're in a program like AA or NA.
Yes, exactly.
They're gonna like it is a cult because I was in it as a teenager. I was 14 years old when I first went to my first meeting and whatever. It's very cultish. Yeah, it's very cultish and it's almost like brainwashing. But I think it's a combination of things, right? Like moderation. Always sniff cocaine with alcohol so you don't have to be too drunk.
Smart.
That you learned in AA.
No. But what I did learn was the 12 steps. I use them in my everyday life. Like they could be principles for life in general.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to be like step 3. We're working on step 3 right now and working on step 4.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah.
Well, I guess also we're fixating on the sobriety. It's like it's a way to make it easier for you.
That's another addiction. They
sobriety
are
is-
now addicted to AA.
I could see
and they're
that.
now
I've
obsessed with
seen
AA,
that with a
and they're
couple
now
people. Yeah,
obsessed
yeah.
with their sponsor, and it's another addiction. But you know what? Fuck it, whatever works for them,
It's
bro.
to create a sense of control when we have no sense
Yeah,
of
just
control.
like sneak some DMT into their water sometimes. See,
Jesus
I've never
Christ.
done DMT.
I
You
don't-
guys?
I've
don't know
OD'd
if
a
I
few
have.
times.
It's like 10 minutes or something. It's
5 minutes.
Oh, I
yeah.
haven't. Never mind. I have not.
It's like
Unless
when
it was
you
on
die.
accident. Yeah.
Yes, supposedly
Or you lick a
your
frog
body
or
releases
something.
DMT
Yeah.
when you die.
I've OD'd 7 times.
And so it expands time, which is potentially why people feel like their life is flashing before their
It does,
eyes.
it does. But I
'Cause
feel
they're
like it's like a computer shutting down all the windows.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like in my brain. You
Which,
know?
Yeah, which makes sense.
Which I can see the benefit of that.
Yeah.
Shutting down your computer for a minute.
Dying in
you
the
gotta
Home Depot
restart.
parking lot with Mexicans next
Just need
to
a
me.
little restart. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you came out of ODing, did you feel different?
Yeah, for sure. I died once for like 3 minutes and a few seconds.
Like your heart stopped.
They had to do the boom,
Damn, bitch.
boom. Yeah, that was before Narcan though. Like now we have Narcan.
That would have fixed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just wake. It's the same thing, pretty much. The adrenaline shot, but up your nose now. They've transformed it. But yeah, no, I definitely have had experiences where it flashes before my eyes or like a vision. You know, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
What was your vision?
My vision when I died, I woke up when I died, I woke up. In my mind, I thought I woke up and I was in the hospital and I was surrounded by my mom, my dad, my brother, friends. They'd all love me and they were all supporting me. Like, we love you. We want you to come out of this. But when I woke up,
No one was there.
when I really
You're
woke
in the
up,
gutter and
I
you're
was
like,
with
"Oh, fuck."
this like fat black health aide. He was like, "You good, girl? You need a peanut butter and jelly?"
Well, that's
That's
the
kinda
love.
better.
That's God's love right there.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh damn, that's kind of crazy," you know. But yeah, it was like in my mind, I realized it made me self-awareness that like I'm searching for that love from and attention from the people I love, but I'm never gonna get it. But what I am gonna get is
a sandwich.
a PB&J from
Yeah.
a Fat Black Health Aid, and God bless them, they're angels.
And that's that's love personified, you know?
Yeah,
it really
exactly.
is.
So that was like it was a DMT. It was like, and that's when I moved to New York and didn't know anyone.
But you did that to get away from your drug contacts.
What, moved to New York?
Yeah.
So I always believe in the saying, like, you can't heal in the same place that poisoned you.
It's tougher for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't heal in the same place that you poisoned yourself in. So, yeah,
I see that. Yeah.
pretty much. But, you know. Thank you. Shout out Rachel for one of the best gay pride experiences of all time.
Yeah.
20 years I've been
Glitterbox.
celebrating
House
Pride in
yes.
New York City, and it was my 20-year anniversary celebrating Pride. So that in New York, I mean, not in my life, but in New York.
And Ellie Escobar too.
It was amazing. The
Love him.
DJ was amazing. It was right on the river. It was House of Yes party. Oh man, it was like hundreds and hundreds of people in front of us. We are behind the gate. They laid out
You got the VIP.
VIP. They laid out like beautiful ancient antique vintage throw rugs were laid down.
IKEA
Couches.
futons. It was 100% IKEA futons.
It doesn't matter.
Amazing.
It's the aesthetic and the
Yeah,
aura
yeah.
and the ambience
They
and the
had
riz and
candles.
all that bullshit that made it look beautiful. Okay.
You can see the two different.
That's such like a lesbian approach too, because it's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go to the club and pretend that this is a house.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Look at the throw rugs
Oh my
and
god.
the futons. And
They got Netflix here.
right, they did. It was just so nice to. I was like to just experience.
Well, I love the queer parties. That's
So much love.
Exactly.
There was so much love there.
yeah, and it's never like it's always weird when people equate gayness with like grooming children or whatever they say, like
Pervert.
drag queens,
Like
like
a
reading
pervert,
blah
yeah.
blah blah. Because I'm like, okay,
I'm sorry, but
ignoring
there's
the slutty gay men that
Thank you.
100% are slutty, like.
Yeah, I mean-
it's mostly like, oh yeah, no, these lesbians just want to like take their kid to the library.
yeah.
Sure.
One like more times 9 times out of 10 it's like straight
And
men
chosen
like
family.
Epstein and our president
Yeah.
who are out here doing that. And
Oh, yeah.
your uncle that'll get you in the tool shed.
Oh, puppy.
Papa, no.
Yeah.
Uncles
But,
are
yeah.
always creepy.
No, my uncle's actually really cool. That's why I do uncle jokes. Because
he's not really,
my uncle's
he's not
cool.
really doing that.
And he
you
gets
know?
it, and that's actually pretty sick,
Yeah. Yeah.
I love just saying fake stuff, but fake stuff can be based on true stuff,
Oh yeah.
It
for
usually
sure.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's funny.
Right. As long as you make it
grain
funny.
of truth.
Come on,
yeah.
you do improv, you know absurdism.
That's true. Let's do
True.
improv.
No, God.
Yes,
want to?
and
No,
you two
I'm
would be
fine,
good
I'm
at that.
tired.
I don't.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
dude, just a couple whites doing improv
We
comedy.
love it, and we'll do a hip hop suggestion.
Oh yeah, could I get a suggestion of something you might get at the local?
No improv.
At the
I actually
local-
T-shirt on a spaghetti on my T-shirt already. Mom's spaghetti.
It's hilarious, but there's a big barrier to entry to enjoy it.
Oh,
Like there's
improv?
a huge suspension of disbelief. You gotta like get nerdy into it, and then you're like, that was actually brilliant how they played that. But until you get to that level, you're like, it just feels like church youth group.
Oh
You know?
yeah.
You're like doing little games and supporting each other. Like it reminds me of church a lot.
There's
Yeah,
good-
youth group. I definitely remember youth
Yeah.
group for
It's
sure.
cheesy.
There's good improv. Good improv exists.
I
sure.
respect it because I've been listening to the Amy Poehler like Good Hang podcast, and she talks about like United Citizens Brigade and like the
United.
is
It's
that what it's called?
Upright.
Whatever,
Citizens,
bro.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about when I say UCB. You know.
No, I'm bitter because I'm just poor. Like that's my issue.
But I didn't know that's
Oh,
how
that was your
each class
dream.
costs like $500.
But
So-
back then, was it that much back then too? It was Tina
No,
Fey
it was
and
like-
Amy Poehler.
it was
It's
like
like
200 to 300.
So yeah, you still gotta be a privileged white bitch to fucking
Yeah.
get on SNL. God damn it!
No, it's totally true. Like you have to spend
Yeah.
$2,000 to get through their first like program.
That's
Which when I
pretty-
had a job, I was like, cool, this would be my fun outlet.
You
But
see, I
since
should have
haven't
spent my
had a
money
job
on
in a
that
while, I'm like,
instead
I
of
just
heroin.
don't do improv
Damn.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been definitely accused of improv theaters that it's just a pyramid scheme. You
Oh,
know?
that's like
there's a
bringer
lot of
shows.
pyramid
Which,
schemes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can provide a certain level of training, like I paid money to do Second City in Chicago for a couple of years. Like
That's legendary, though,
I went
Second
through an initial year of training, and then I went through a second year of professional
Wait, you were
training
doing
there.
improv stuff at Second City?
Yeah, you don't know this about me?
No, I didn't know you did that.
I knew
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm better at improv than you, but
I don't know. We
'cause
might
it's
have
always
to
a
have a
competition, but-
nerdy improv off
no,
later.
he's already bad. He's not supporting, you know. The,
well,
I'm
that's
better
just
than
the
you.
white
It's
man
like, you
in
can't
him.
do improv by yourself.
That's just the white man
That's
in him.
not
Did you see the
proving anything.
tattoo?
No, I know.
Yeah, no, I just got sad.
I know. No, I definitely was very
Shows his commitment.
Also, ex-church
Very,
people, very
very-
youth group coded.
Yeah, it
True.
felt well. Yeah, I was 18, 19 when I started, and I did a lot of stuff. I went through Second City 2 years. I did IO for a year. I did Annoyance for a year. All Chicago-based
yeah,
improv
yeah.
theaters, and I feel like IO was not worth the money, but Annoyance in Second City was worth the money.
Hell
Personally
yeah.
speaking.
Well, also, you meet people.
Well, also it's given me all these skills that like I use all the time. Like whether comedy is paying my bills or not right now. Comedy has paid my bills in the past. Comedy paid my bills in Chicago, and now it's like kind of a restart in New York. But it's I use that shit every day, to be completely honest with you. Like, there's heightening, there's saying yes to stuff, but it's not just saying yes to stuff to say yes. It's saying yes to an idea and letting it grow.
Exactly. You're not like
You can say yes and say
turning
no at the
things
same
down
time.
before they start.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like I've been improv my entire life without even knowing I was doing that.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
riffing is improv.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
Right.
And you're such a positive person, you do that naturally. But I'm a negative.
true.
I'm a negative person because I was raised Christian and
Right.
judgmental, and
Very,
based
and
on
also you have
guilt
to
as a
come in,
currency.
But you have to
You're
think
coming
about
out
how
of
you're
that.
perceived in public all the time. It's like as a preacher's kid, I was like, I couldn't
Son of
act
a
out.
preacher, man.
Yeah, it's
True.
like
Hey.
it feels like being a politician's kid, where you're like, all right, I can't just say whatever comes to my mind because I have to be representing the family and
Guarded,
the
yeah.
faith at all times.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm him and I are like working on that. Like I feel like you're coming out of your head a little
Oh,
bit.
me?
Yeah.
I'm just really busy. I mean, things are good.
just
things are
I'm
good.
out here,
You do
bro.
work a lot.
I don't know what to
That's
tell
true.
you guys. I mean, like, I'll go through phases where I'm a little in my head, but that's probably because something's brewing up there.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. That's what I said. Let that be in your head. Rest in that. That's your superpower. I think that's your
Sometimes,
superpower.
for sure. Yeah.
Most of like 80% is your superpower.
Sometimes you'd be,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of facets to me, and sometimes only certain things come out around certain people or in certain circumstances. So,
Yeah, like when we did that Sopranos reading, I think you were the most valuable person there. And like you know,
I was reading a script, but
yeah, but you were like,
Were you
Rue-
James Gandolfini? Who were you?
no, I was
Paulie Walnuts, of course,
that's-
obviously.
oh.
But he was the.
I was just like,
Wally-
I was
Wally
reading,
Walnuts.
I was reading all like the cues.
He was like
or-
interior.
Oh, yeah, that's
but the
important.
way
Yeah.
he said it, he didn't read it like interior. Walk in from the
No, I
left.
hate
He was
when
like,
they're slow.
no, he was like, we're in the interior, and Paulie is walking in from the left. He has a cigar in his mouth, and he really made you see the scene, bro. And I was like, yo, this kid fucking knows theater, man. I was like, he knows his shit, bro.
It's weird because I've always been accused of being, when I'm around improvisers, I'm too stand-up-y, I'm too jokey,
I
and
can
then
see that.
and then when
that
I'm
was
around,
my only note in improv.
and then when
They're
I was
like,
ar-
don't try to force jokes. I'm like, I'm not.
and
That's
then
just me.
And then in
Yeah.
stand-up, they're like, you're too improv-y and you're too actory and
Yeah,
you're too like
yeah.
receptive and kind of a human.
How about you just be too much of yourself and tell everybody to fuck off?
That's what I'd be.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing. You know,
Exactly.
like I've heard that for years. So it's like,
Exactly.
okay, well, I'm taking what I learned from improv. I'm taking what I do with stand-up. You know, and it's all like a skill that is presenting comedy. You know, and that's what it is
Yep.
for me. I don't know if that's what it is for everyone. Sometimes people get into comedy for different reasons,
Pussy,
but.
attention, a
But,
hug.
but for me, it's just like to
Money.
create, to me,
Yeah,
it's to
yeah.
create art and create like my own things that I get to deliver, whether it's a podcast or
Yeah, your
you know,
voice.
like doing improv and or using improv to write a script or using improv to write a stand-up joke.
Hell yeah.
Or using my stand-up skills to be able to write a joke to include in an improv situation. You know, like there's a lot of different facets of it. I just
agree.
love comedy, so I'm
Same.
trying to just be well-rounded at it. you know.
I think the thing that was most helpful to me for improv, if I had to sum it all up, was not searching for things. So it's like, if you're in a scene, we're building together, and it's like, it's a serious fucking moment. Like, we're crying over your dead son or whatever.
Right.
It's like, you're going to play that scene like, I'm legitimately crying over this dead son. Because one of your teammates will make it funny later.
Yeah.
So it's like, just being present, not planning for things, not forcing things, not trying to be funny. Because it's like, you'll find it eventually.
Yeah, and
it'll come.
and that's
It'll come.
where
Yeah.
the relatability comes too. Is to
And it's
agree.
funnier if you actually cry over the dead kid. Then when someone brings it back around, that it's
Shit's
like
so funny.
That's a Lucky Charms
Yeah.
box or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
then
that's
it's like
funny.
Extra level.
Well,
funny.
yeah, okay. So say you're like sitting there and you're crying over the dead kid or whatever, and you're playing it cartoony, and then someone comes in and slips on a banana peel. The most like specific, like generic comedy idea.
Yeah.
It's not funny because the whole
It's
thing
already
is
silly.
as fuck. But if it's so real, and then someone actually comes in and realistically falls on a banana peel,
Right.
That's actually maybe super funny. You
Yeah.
know, like I don't know if you're seeing what
could
I'm
perceive
seeing,
that.
but you get what I'm saying,
I can
right?
perceive it as funny.
Like
for
if
sure.
something super serious is happening, then something absurd happens, then it works. But
That's why
if
physical comedy is funny too.
physical comedy is
Farts are always funny.
Farts are funny.
If they're well timed.
Yeah, if you're crying, like
Universal.
say you're bending
Yes.
over crying over a dead kid, and all of a sudden you fart, like that's funny.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
like,
Thinking
oh
back
my
on
God.
it humanizes the situation.
Yeah, bro, 100%. All right, we got to roll.
we're out of time, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rachel Kenaston,
you
Yeah,
got-
the world's ending. We are out of time.
Yeah, the world is ending. We are
All
out of
right.
time.
Thanks for
Out of
watching.
time.
See you later.
Yeah.
You are my bitch.